could have been you though.
It could have been. It could have been. Definitely could have been.
Talk to me about the latest project. It could have been you, from top to bottom. What was the inspiration behind this? This is what would you consider this? An album? Is this a project? Is it a mixtape?
It's definitely an album project. So pretty much, I had linked up with my pop and I told him, like, you know, I'm trying to stay independent.
Yeah.
And he took my college tuition and was like, listen, if you really want to stay independent, you take this college bread. You know what I'm saying? You go execute. And if anything, go back to college for me later. That's all I ask. You feel me? So I'm just like, hey, you know. So he ended up plugging me in with Manny Mozart. It was crazy because me and Manny Mozart had already knew each other from Paradise, where we're at right now. So we was here at Paradise. Shout out Mr. Go Get It, Blake Winters, Yuffie. We was just working constantly, but we never really got to work with each other. So it was kind of crazy how he just brought us in the room like, oh shit.
Like, you guys already know each other.
It was just like meant to happen. So we linked up. We didn't have anything pre-recorded, pre-written, nothing. Like it was actually not even supposed to be a Manny project. Like Manny just was, you know, supposed to engineer, maybe throw something in there. But our vibe was just so crazy. We was just knocking them joints out left and right. That Manny damn near did the whole project. You feel me? So. That was dope. He had brought Matt Ox in. Shout out to Matt Ox.
Philly.
We had got Junie Knotts from Atlanta. He was signed to Money Man. Dre Banks. He just dropped this track with Trina.
It's
crazy right
now. And it's
now.
crazy that you said Dre Banks. Dre Banks is the one featured on Nasty, right?
No, not Nasty. He's featured on Run Up a Check.
Run Up a Check. Okay. Who's the one on Nasty?
Naquan Wanye.
Naquan Wanye. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Wanye.
The combo between these two young men. I lie to you not. The person will remain nameless, and you know, if you want me to tell you off the record, I'll tell you.
Okay.
But somebody called me. I'm not lying. Somebody called me the other day singing the song. I'm like, yo, you even know who that is? Like, I mean, yeah, just straight Cardi. Yada. I'm like, you know, I know him, right? They're like, nah, for real, you know that person.
That's
they
crazy.
found you off of YouTube.
That's crazy.
Off of YouTube.
Yo.
Does that still make, like, when people randomly find you, whether it's in America, outside, overseas, all that, does that still hit you at all? Or like,
Heck yeah.
That doesn't get old?
I get excited when somebody who I grew up with be like, yo, I just heard your new track. So it's like, damn, you a whole person I never met before. So heck yeah. It's a vibe.
Can you sense when somebody's BS and they really didn't listen to your music and they're just saying that, like, dude, your music is amazing?
You ever ask somebody? It's just like me personally, like, I try not to do it because, like, you know how people are. Like, yo, your joint was high.
Oh yeah, which
one?
one?
Which track? Which track? Which one you like? So it's just like, you just gotta press niggas. Just let niggas enjoy the vibe. If they want to be a part of your wave, let them be a part of your wave. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Does that, the diversity of like you being able to come into a room with completely different types of people, no matter what type of person it is, what type of gender, race, religion, does that play a factor in, although you are from New Jersey, you spent a great period of time in Pennsylvania, right?
Sure.
Does that help when it comes to going in rooms with other people that you're not familiar with and like being able to like have a good conversation and a productive conversation?
Heck yeah, for sure. So one of my slogans is from the 609 to the 610. So in the middle of high school, like my last year of high school, my dad took me from Jersey and moved me out to PA, far out PA near like King of Prussia. So I went from a predominantly black school to a predominantly white school. I think my graduating class, we had 1,000 kids and it was only 12 minorities. So. You know what I'm saying?
And half of them you're already friends with.
Yeah,
that's how we met.
You know what I'm saying? So I was already cool with most of the minorities. So the other half, it was just like, oh, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm a minority, you're a minority, let's link. So it definitely helped because I got to visualize and see for myself what these white kids wanted to listen to, what they wanted to turn up to versus all the black kids that I was already hanging out with, vibing with. So it helped my lingo. It just helped me, you know, open my mind to outer experienced things. You feel me? So like even down to school, like the white schools had financing classes and stuff like that. So when I got there, it was like damn.
It's like, that's crazy.
This
They really
is different.
yeah.
Like, yeah, y'all trying to get me right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was different.
But just like you said, bro, you spent a big period of time in Pennsylvania, and of course you were born and raised in New Jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
That being
Southside.
said, there's a gem that not a lot of people know, and I want you to elaborate on. And correct me, keep me honest here.
Sure.
If I
So,
recall correctly, there was a time that, and not many people know about this, but Jacquees spent some time in New Jersey, and you got to cook up with him back in the day. I don't know where the song is, you don't know where the song is, but is that true that at some point Jacquees laid his head in New Jersey for months at a time?
I'm almost certain, yeah. So at the time, we had linked on Facebook, and this is like Facebook, MySpace. You feel me? Like this is when MySpace was transitioning to Facebook, and I had just hit him. So Jacquees, if you don't remember this drum, you had on a Atlanta varsity jacket. Yeah, I remember you had the braces. So yeah, just get with me, bro. I don't know if you remember me, but if not, we're gonna link soon anyway. So it don't even matter.
Because Atlanta's like your second home,
bro. I be down there. Get with me. I got some records for you, bro. I got some records for you.
And you've even done businesses in Atlanta. Not only have you showed love to the city of Atlanta, you've done businesses in Atlanta. When it comes to outside the music, what other type of businesses do you want to dibble and dabble that you haven't got into yet?
Ooh, a lot. So I grew up around a lot of street people, you feel me? So now that everything is getting legalized with like marijuana and cannabis and everything like that, I definitely want to open a couple dispensaries, you feel me? Get into like that kind of reforming and figuring out how to get people off of probation and jail from those type of charges, because I mean, let's be honest, almost everybody smokes weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your teacher probably smoke weed now.
Yeah,
you know
that's real.
Your doctor probably get high.
Yeah.
The judge who sentenced you probably was smoking before she had to sentence you. So it's just like, I'm just trying, change the lane. I definitely want to get into like, I always said I want to build a church, you know what I'm saying? I always said, I feel like a lot of churches take from people and don't give back. So I just really want, just build a church, kind of give back. A place where people can go and really feel like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be so religious, even though a church's religion it doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? My pastor, he was real cutthroat, you feel me? So Pastor Abu, shout out to him, R.I.P. He let me come into church like this, you know what I'm saying? He would just keep it real with you. He wouldn't lie to you. He wouldn't try to press you into doing things you don't want to do. Nothing like that. He was just be you. You know what I'm saying? That was his main motto. So shout out to Pastor Abu, man.
And keeping it in that same realm of things when it comes to spirituality, religion, growing up in the church, not a lot of people know this. And this is the thing, guys. Like, you've seen Dre Carter interviews, but you haven't seen one with someone that grew up with him, basically. So, like, I know things that you guys might not know. We just never said it on camera. So, this next thing is like,
you gonna put it out there?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it. Go ahead, put it out. You coming from a church background. It runs deep in your family. It's not just you. You have a cousin by the name of Common, the legend. How has him, his spiritual side and growing up in a church and his love for music rub off on you? Even if you don't have the greatest relationship or the closest relationship, through passing of family events and all that, have there ever been conversations between you guys?
So we never personally had a conversation. Just my grandma and then growing up with my cousins and all of them always would tell us like, that's your cousin. You gotta get with him, get with your cousin, get with your cousin. But yeah, I grew up on Common Sense. You know? So Testify was one of my favorite songs for years.
That's crazy. You said you brought it back.
Come on, yeah. So yeah, cuz get with me. Get with me. You know what I'm saying? Get with me.